Off the coast here at Point de Grave 80 years ago, the submarine HMS Tuna surfaced and the Cockleshell heroes got into their kayaks to start their mission. The water was treacherous, full of dangerous tidal currents called overfalls. Soon one boat was lost and the remaining men, led by Major Blondie Hasler, had to get past the heavily guarded entrance to the estuary.
The current is pushing you round onto this shoreline here. And as you can see, there's the oil refinery over there. Now, back in the day, that was a pontoon with ship after ship moored up all the way out into the sea, probably about the same distance that pier comes out today. And on the end of that pier, there were sentries mounted. So Hasler ordered everyone to lie down flat in the kayaks. And when they drifted round on the tide, they found that McKinnon and Conway had been separated and they were never seen by the other boats again.
And it's here that the operation is being remembered on its 80th anniversary at a special memorial built by the French. The Frankton Souvenir was created to pay tribute to the British commandos who took part in Operation Frankton, to continue to keep their story alive from generation to generation, because it's important to commemorate them. We must never forget the sacrifice of these Royal Marines and the extraordinary mission which they carried out at an extremely difficult time. Over the last week, the Marines from the UK have retraced the kayak journey of the Cockleshell heroes in those same dangerous waters. And today we're welcomed by those who also keep the memory of Frankton alive.
We are blown away by how the French have reacted and treated us, opened the doors, opened their arms to the team and to everybody that's been attached, whether we're paddling or whether it's a support team that are bouncing ahead of us. We've been warmly received across the board.
Also here was David Moffat from Sheffield. He shares the name of his uncle, one of the Cockleshell heroes, who died in the dangerous waters of the Gironde.
Very proud, astounded that he did it. Always amazed by the respect and the affection that the French people and the English and these guys who've just done the challenge have for these men. You know, it was a founding operation of the Special Boat Service. Just full of pride for him. 80 years on, it still feels really close.
It's early the next morning and the team crossed the Gironde where they kayaked last week. It's -3, a reminder of the conditions faced by the Marines 80 years ago.
Somewhere in this location they would have hidden their kit and equipment.
Today was the start of the final phase, recreating the escape route of the only two survivors, Blondie Hasler and Bill Sparks. They walked 100 miles to meet up with the French resistance.
In terms of, connecting with the historical past, I think it's really nice to be able to walk in the footsteps of Hasler and Sparks and be able to just see the same sights that they would have seen, and certainly as we move closer towards Ruffec to find the Fiery Woodsman's Cottage, which is a place where we knew that they were kept overnight, and so we're looking forward to seeing that.
They wanted to know that Hasler and Sparks got back to the UK safely, so Hasler said to the farmer, we'll send you a coded message via the BBC when we get back safely, and that message was, le poulet c'est bon, the chicken is good.
Every paddle stroke and every step of this trip has been a reminder of what happened here in 1942, and this was a chance to reflect.
Going down the estuary, unbelievable. Couldn't believe they did it. It was hard. It just shows how hard it would have been when they did it in their woolen clothes, especially going through the mud, sticking to them, try to get them clean. I don't know how they did it.
Operation Frankton was one of the most dangerous missions of World War II. This has been a respectful tribute to that daring raid. The camaraderie of modern commandos, ensuring that the memory of those who shaped their military service will never be forgotten. Steve Knibbs, BBC Points West, Blay.